Hey everybody! Welcome back to LDRS Creative. We're in studio tonight, back from Home Shopping Network. We got back yesterday. Oh my gosh. What a good time. It was so fun. It's always a mixture of exhaustion, anxiety, and a ton of fun. So it's just always a lot of fun. Anyway, the shows went really, really well. I was really, really happy. Thank you all who supported us and our four new bundles that we had on. So thank you to all of you who ordered yours. I can't wait till you get them. Some of you may already have them for all I know. But there are still some left if anybody wants any, and of course we have the QR codes on those, and on the YouTube channel you can see videos, and we're actually going to be adding some photos of all of the design team cards as well, so that you will have those to look back on and use those for inspiration as well. So, but yeah, it was really exciting, so thank you to those of you that watched. So we've got so many people coming in. Hello, Cindy Patty. Hello, darling. Barbara Cohn is here tuning in from South Carolina. Melanie Waters is in from California. I know somebody is here. I lost your name already. It scrolled up from White Lake, Michigan. Excited to see you here. You're actually not very far from us. Our warehouse is actually located in Auburn Hills. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Phyllis Zimmerman is here. Who else? Margaret Chapman. Hello, darling. Connie Dunbar is here. Gigi is in from North Carolina. Hello to Catherine from Omaha. Elsie Carter is here from St. Catharines, Ontario. Hello, Corrine. Snow is melting fast in Ohio. Ah! Do we still have snow, Alan? I didn't go out today.
I don't think so.
Don't? No? Ours is gone too?
They don't have it in Florida.
They don't have it in Florida. No. Hello to Brenda watching from Kentucky. Anne Marie Miller Blumenthal. Oh my goodness, from the UP. Wow, very cool. My brother actually went to Michigan Tech up there. Beautiful, beautiful in the Upper Peninsula. Hello to Mary Kay Krozek and Kathy P. Supati is here. Hello, darling. Monica Fox is in from Columbia, Maryland. Oh wait, is it true that? Oh yes. Okay. Cindy's asking about HSN. I will address that. So give me a few minutes. Kathy Bennett is in. E. Miller is here. Oh, I'm sorry. She said you cost me a small fortune on Tuesday. However, I will say this. HSN's pricing is absolutely fantastic. So look at it as, because we do HSN, we saved you a ton of money. Because it would have cost a lot more at the retail price. But I promise you, you are not going to be unhappy. Those kits are amazing, amazing, amazing. And who else is here? Georgiana is here. Oh, from Honolulu. Very cool. Cindy Morrow is here. Hello. Vicki Rogers from Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, Margaret says the snow is finally melting. Myrna is here from Orlando, Florida. I'm actually going to be flying back into Orlando on Friday.
Tomorrow?
No, next Friday.
Oh. I was going to say, that was quick.
Barbara Cohn is here. Hello. Kathleen Mayer is here from Owasso, Michigan. Okay, so let me tell you a couple things. So for those of you that were not here last week, a couple of new things. One, we have a new events page on the website. And so up in the menu there, it'll actually say events. And if you click on that, it's going to show you some banners for each of the events that I'm going to be teaching in. I think we've got the first 4 up there right now. We're going to be adding others. So right now I think they go, what do they go through? March through April. I think they go through April. And so I'm going to be adding others. I'm actually traveling at least once every month through October, which once I actually put that all on the calendar, it kind of freaked me out. But it's going to have, makes me wonder how I actually get everything done. All right, so the question about, you're making Alan nervous. All right, so the question about HSN and what is going on there. So for those of you that don't know, so QVC bought HSN a few years back, and or acquired, however you want to word it. Well, QVC is actually based in Pennsylvania. HSN is based in St. Pete, Florida, St. Petersburg. And so yeah, I got the notice like literally like the early morning right after like yesterday morning. So we had our show 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and early in the morning on Wednesday, we got the notice that that they were actually going to be working toward closing down that campus, that the HSN campus in St. Petersburg. It doesn't sound like it's going to be impacting, operations and things like that. They said that they're, inviting all of us vendors, to come along, to this new venture that's going to be taking place in Pennsylvania, at their headquarters. And, I really don't know much more than that, to be honest with you. I do know that it's supposed to, we were told that it would be like in the third quarter of this year that we would be making that transition. So we'll still be, doing the shows from Florida through the second quarter, or through halfway through the year. But in all honesty, I don't really know that much more about it. I do know, just from a business standpoint, that there's and especially things that are going on with world economics and the economy here, as well, and the crafting industry has gotten just kind of smaller and smaller and tighter, and I won't go into politics and all of that stuff, but it has all been a little scary at times, I think I would say, just in this industry at least. If you think back to, even 10, 15, 20 years ago, how many craft stores there were. They were all over the place, and it's so different now. And, I think some of that is, the transition to, online, purchasing and so on and so forth. And of course, those that are doing direct purchase to through sites like Alibaba and Temu, that is really hurting the industry. But change is ever happening. So my guess is that QVC they may have had this planned all along. I really don't know. But my guess is they're looking at things and saying, well, we have these operating expenses over here in Florida, and then we have these operating expenses over here in Pennsylvania, and they're talking about state-of-the-art, studio and equipment and all kinds of, technology and stuff like that. So it sounds to me, anyway, and please don't quote me on this because I don't really know what's going on, but it sounds to me like they're just kind of saying, we've got to take a look at our operating expenses, and if we can do it all under one roof, then it improves us financially, and that means that we can keep doing what we're doing, and maybe that improves everything overall as well, too. I don't know. But that's my guess. My guess is it's a consolidation of operating expenses because it doesn't make sense to own two houses and support two houses. So that's what I'm guessing. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Like I said, that's, a lot of that is just my guess, just as a business owner, and what it means when I'm looking at our finances and so on. So anyway, now we're going to move on. So this is all about crafting. That's why we're here. And we're going to have some fun. We've got Valentine's Day coming up in just a couple of weeks. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. I do think it's going to be, just one more thing. I think it's going to be really good in some ways. And of course, it's going to be a little sad in other ways. And I don't know anything about the plan, with staffing and stuff like that. I honestly don't know any of it. I know I was really scared when I first heard it because, it's something we really enjoy doing. So anyway, okay, so we're going to get to crafting. So Valentine's Day is coming up, and so I actually want to make a Valentine card today. So that's what I'm going to do.
Who are you making it for?
Who am I making it for? I'm making it for everybody who's watching.
Oh.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know it, we do have a little section again up in the menu where we've got bundles. And when I do these, I do these craft classes. They're classes because I'm really trying to teach you guys, teach, the card that I'm making. But we always put bundles up there, usually a week or two in advance, that you can purchase ahead of time if you want. And then you can craft along with me if you want. Or you can watch first, and if you like what I do, then you can take, you can purchase your bundle. So anyway, so the bundles I think are still up. Oh, looks like Linnea is putting the bundles up there. Sharon going, oh, hello, Sharon. Jan Castle's here. Tony has just come in. What did I miss? I haven't even started crafting yet, Tony, so don't even worry. Bernie has come in from Pennsylvania. Mo is here, says yay. Beth Falone is here, so more people are coming in, so very exciting. So welcome to everybody. We're going to go ahead overhead because it's already 7:11 and I haven't even started crafting yet. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. This is the bundle. You can see mine are already loved. So the first thing I want to show you is this gorgeous heart mix. This is a press plus foil plate. So this, by the way, is a little bit larger than 5x7. So we had a lot of requests for 5x7. And so this is our very first 5x7 plate. And it's got all these gorgeous, just a mix of, you can even see it on the back here, a mix of gorgeous hearts. We call it heart mix. It's absolutely fantastic for all year long. It's going to work beautifully for Valentine's Day. But, we send love to everybody all year long. So this is really going to be a fantastic staple in your craft stash. Now, this is a press plus foil plate. So what does that mean? The press comes from Letterpress, so you can use it with the Better Press or other letterpress platforms that are out there. So you can use it with that, and it says plus foil plate. So that means you can use it with letterpress, or if you like to foil, maybe you have the glimmer but you don't have a Better Press. If you like to foil, this is also a foil plate. So that's why it says it's hot foil compatible as well. So both of them. All right, so if you have a letterpress platform and you have a glimmer, let's say, then you can use this in both of those machines. If you only have one or the other, then you can use it in one or the other. So I don't want you to think that this is just for letterpress. This is a hot foil plate as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Myrna's saying that would be nice. That would be a nice embossing folder. You know what, Myrna, actually, you might be able to, I shouldn't say might, but you can actually put this through like your letterpress and your Better Press, I should say. And if you put those shims, like put all three of those shims in there, it'll press a little bit harder into the paper, and don't even ink it first. And that will actually give you that impression in the paper without ink. So you can use it that way too, if you just want to use it for that beautiful texture and that pattern. So keep that in mind. And then we have the delicate stems. This was originally done as letterpress, but it sold out so fast. We had so many requests to bring it back. So we brought it back as a 6x6 stamp set, and we actually added some additional sentiments in. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous floral. I'm going to turn that over for you. And then we also have the Delicate Stems layering stencil. So the layering stencil works with, if you already have this floral in the letterpress, then you may already have the stencil. It's the same stencil. So the stencil works both with the letterpress Delicate Stems as well as the stamp. All right, and you can see on the back how it layers up. So I think I'm also going to be bringing in the Delicate Stitches scallop rectangle dies. So I think I'm going to play with potentially just the largest one, but we'll see how that's going to work. I honestly have not planned this card. I haven't made a sample yet, so we're just going to kind of wing it and see how we do. I also decided that I was going to make a 5x7 card because I rarely make them. And this is such a large plate, I thought it would be really gorgeous to use this in the background on a 5x7 card. So I pulled in a bunch of inks. I've got my blending brushes here. What inks do I have, just to show you? Not a lot. So everything I've got here is,
Give me a little oil.
what? No, it's okay. Everything I have here is our hybrid ink. So I have Raven, Alloy, and then I went to the pinks, and I've got Pink Tutu. Let's flip that over. There we go. Tickled Pink, and then I've got Olive Branch here for the leaves. So that's it. Literally 5 colors. Okay? It's going to be a really simple color. I'm also going to do a little bit of embossing, I think. And so I brought out my clear embossing powder as well as my little static pouch, or anti-static pouch. And let's see. So because I'm going to be, let me tell you why I'll explain it as I'm doing it. That'll make more sense, I think. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put some of this stuff aside, and I'm going to grab my Letterpress. All right. And I've got Alloy. Now, when you're letterpressing, the best ink to use really is a hybrid ink. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be letterpressing. Where's my watercolor paper? Where's my big pack of watercolor paper?
Big pack of water.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Scadio. Ruh-roh, Rorge.
What does it look like?
It's a big pack of watercolor paper.
Is it a brand name?
My LDRS.
Oh.
He's going, what's the brand name?
Nice and all.
I don't know where it is. What have I done with it? Okay, well, we're going to have to, you know what, is it over there? Look over there, please. Is that a pack right over there? Underneath.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The stuff we ship.
Yes, the stuff we ship. Let me see, though. I can get one of these out of here. All right. Okay. So, sorry about that, everybody. Could not find it. So, I've got this is our watercolor paper. Let me show you this pack. Our watercolor paper is absolutely fantastic. Sorry about what I'm doing here. There you go. It's fantastic with letterpress. It's 110 pounds. It has just a little bit of a tooth to it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant white. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to 5 by 7. Okay. Actually, because I want to have a little bit of a black edge around it, I'm actually going to go to 4 7/8. There we go, 4 7/8. And you know what, Mr. Hunt?
What?
Oh, wait, so will you get my other, I don't want to have to do subtraction. I've had a long day.
Where is it?
Get my other one. It's in the second drawer right there. No, second drawer down. Yeah, right there. Excellent. Sorry. Doing subtraction at 7:19. I seriously had a very long day. Okay. I just can't do it. It's not okay. So this way the other one doesn't go up to 7. So here I'm going to go not to 7, but 1/8 shy. And I was going to have to actually do subtraction with fractions, and I'm like, I can't. I just can't. You know, it's very important to.
It didn't seem that difficult.
I know it's very
Okay, we'll go
it's
with
very
it.
important to be able to recognize your limitations.
That's what happens when Angie hits the wall.
Yeah, that's what happens when I hit a wall. Now, you will find, boy, that blade was not good. So you will find when you have a bad blade, see my blade is like jagged here. I'm just going to press that down so it goes toward the back. That was really not a good blade. All right, so just press that down so it goes toward the back. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So now we're going to finally, what are we, 7:20, and I'm finally going to do some letterpress. Oy vey. All right, so I do want to mention something here. So, and I know I mention this all the time, but anybody watching could be new. So when you're looking at your Letterpress, always make sure it says Letterpress on both sides. See how it says Letterpress over here, and now on the top plate it says Letterpress here. If it says Letterpress only on one side like that and nothing over here, then your guides are not going to line up. See how they're off by about 1/8 of an inch? Okay. Now you can see that they line up. Letterpress, Letterpress. All right. Now with my machine, I like to use just one shim with mine. One of the shims that you get with the Letterpress, I have one of them in here. That's what this little white piece is here. Okay. That's how it works with mine. Your machine might be a little bit different, so play with it and see what is going to work for you. Now we have the 5x7 guide here. I'm going to go ahead and tape everything down. If you remember, I actually trimmed mine to be a little bit less than that. And I want to cover this entire plate, so I'm actually, oh, I don't like doing this, but I don't want to use, I don't think I have a temporary tape here. No, I don't. So I'm actually going to place the tape on, I'm going to do it kind of in the middle because I'm going to end up covering it anyway. And if I don't get a really good impression where the tape is, it'll be fine. So I don't like doing this the way that I'm doing it because I worry that in these areas where the tape is, it may not give me a fantastic impression, like a real smooth impression. But I also know that I'm going to be covering my project in the center with a die cut. Okay, and all I want right now is for this to stay on. See how it stays on now? That's all I want right now. Now, my die is going to be bigger than that entire thing. My plate, I should call it. Technically, it is a die. All right. Pamela's asking if there's a die set to go with that stamp set, with the delicate stamps, and there is not. The reason is really because of how fine some of the lines are on some of our florals that they just would not be stable enough if we did a die. So I never want to put products out that that are not going to work really, really well for you. So I want to point something out here. So see when I lay this on here, and you can see that it's actually larger than the 7-inch mark. And then when I put it here, it's actually larger than that 5-inch mark. So we made this larger than 5x7 so that it'll always go off the edges of your paper. And that way you, it's kind of goof proof. Makes it easier for you to, if you don't align your paper properly. So I'm going to go ahead with my alloy, and I'm literally just going to get this inked up. Now, the hybrid inks work so well because I'm going to be working on watercolor paper. Watercolor paper, a good watercolor paper, is going to be 100% cotton. It's going to be, nice and thick, like ours is 110 pound. When we press into it, the fibers are going to move out of the way to allow you to get a really great impression with your letterpress. Now I am going in circles here just to get more ink down, and then I like to kind of blot like this to make sure that I don't have like funky lines and almost like brush strokes on it. So I'm going to lay this down now. All right. So as I was saying, hybrid inks, because we're working on a watercolor paper, hybrid inks are not water soluble. So that means that they're not going to feather out on a watercolor paper. That's why a dye ink does not work as well. Look how gorgeous. Look how pretty. I mean, seriously, it's just beautiful. All the way up to the edges. Looks absolutely perfect. Feels great too. I can see the beautiful deep impression that I almost don't want to cover any of this up. No. I really don't want to cover it up, but sometimes a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Okay, so who wants to see something new? This is going to be going in the store maybe tonight, maybe this weekend. This is our Extreme Clean in spray form. What?
We'll see.
We'll see. So I could spray directly on here, like so. Okay, I do actually like to spray the cloth. Breathing it in. All right, that's going to get it nice and clean for me with a damp cloth.
You should always spray the cloth.
Yeah, you should always spray the cloth, but I didn't spray the cloth this time because this is just so big. And I had a lot of ink on it. And I really wanted to make sure that I got a good amount everywhere. But no, I agree. Spray the cloth. That way it's not going to get in the air. All over, you know, like up in your face too. Okay. Just give it a good extra wipe. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to lift this up and see if I can get... See, now this is where we get a little bit of a problem because it's magnetic and it's such a big plate. There we go. Oh, how gorgeous it is. I loves it. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Okay. I'm going to put this back where it goes for now. I got to get another magnet to actually put that on and put it in one of my storage pockets. Ha-ha. Okay. So we're actually done with letterpress. That is all the letterpress that we're doing today. I'm going to pop this up off of here. Look how gorgeous that is. It's so beautiful. I love it. Get the tape off of here and put this away. Okay, that Extreme Clean that I used, by the way, is like seriously the best cleaner for your press plates. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, now I need, now this paper is Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. And if you look at it, this is what I use whenever I'm doing stamping or anything else, anything else that doesn't involve watercolor or letterpress. And this is one of the things I love about our watercolor paper. So when I hold these up together, see, this is Neenah. This is always my card bases and stuff too, the Neenah is. And when I hold it up, this is my watercolor paper. When I put them together, they're almost identical in color, which is great because I don't want to have different white colors on my paper. Is it only for press plates? Oh, the cleaner? Absolutely not. This cleaner is to clean ink from your press plates, to actually clean your stamps, you know, from your surfaces. I clean my glass mat with it if I get stuff on it. I mean, no, it is fantastic cleaner. Fantastic. It's wonderful. It's one of those things we can't keep in stock, and so I thought we would try it in a spray bottle because I think it's better than the blotting, but maybe it's just different than the blotting. I don't know. We'll see. I promise you, I'm going to get that. Now that I've said it, I have to actually get it done, right? Isn't that how it works? Okay, so I'm going to put my beautiful delicate stems on here. Is there any oil in it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't feel oily. It feels like cleaner. It is non-toxic, I will tell you that. but it doesn't feel oily. No, I don't think it's oily. That's a good question. Is there a particular reason that you're asking about oil, Sharon? Okay. So I'm thinking, like I said, I have not planned this. So I'm going to get this die out of here. And I'm just going to lay this on this piece I have here. And I just kind of want to see I'm thinking I'm going to bring it in kind of like that and then put a sentiment down here. I could just do, maybe it's not going to be Valentine's Day. Or maybe it is. Because I'm looking and I'm going, I don't know what I would use for Valentine's in this particular one, but it could just be have a beautiful day. Or I like Nothing Compares to You. Isn't that pretty? There's a whole song about that.
Yeah,
We're going to use that one.
that was written about me.
That was written about you?
Yeah.
Oh my man, it's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you are so correct. You are so right, honey. I wrote that about you.
Mm.
I did. And I sent it in to Prince. Oh, yeah, that would have been a good quiz. Who wrote that song?
I didn't know Prince wrote that.
He wrote that song.
Maybe we talked about that recently.
I don't know.
He didn't sing it though, right?
No, Sinead O'Connor sang it.
Okay. That's what I thought.
All right, so I'm going to do this just like this. So I'm going to move the die and leave el stampo, the stamp. Sorry, my Spanish is not good. I literally just make things up. I don't know any other language. I probably shouldn't do that, but okay. So this is where I'm going to letterpress, heat emboss. So I have my clear embossing powder. Now another fun little tidbit to know about hybrid inks. So they work great for stamping, great for blending, color blending, great for letterpress. They're not water soluble, so you can use, excuse me, you can use watercolor paints with them after you've stamped. You can use Copic markers with them as well. You can stamp on wood surfaces, on paper, of course, on glossy surfaces, on fabric. Some of those you're going to want to heat set. But in addition to that, you can actually emboss, heat emboss with any of them as well. So I just used my anti-static. I'm going to go ahead and ink this up in Raven. Just get it good and inky. All right. Get my Stampendable over. Now, I might ink this a couple of times. We're going to see. Because I want it to be good and wet. And look, I didn't actually even get that really well in that area there. No, I did not. Let me make sure I'm inking it. It's a big stamp, so it's possible I'm not even inking. I'm going to press harder. Sometimes it's hard when you have a big stamp to get good pressure right in the middle of it. Let's see how we did. That looks better. I'm going to do one more. Again, I want a lot of ink. Just give it some pressure in the middle there. And now I'm going to hurry up and get embossing powder on it while it's still wet. Because a hybrid ink has a combination of properties. So it's a combination of a pigment ink, which has a longer dry time, and a dye ink, which has a shorter dry time. So it's a combination of properties. So it has a little bit longer dry time, which is great. And it allows us to heat emboss. Okay, so I put that embossing powder away so that I do not get it everywhere, because that's what I do. Always. Now I'm going to go ahead and start my heat gun off camera, let it heat up a little bit. Sharon says, I like the name Raven because we know it's really black, and it is. It's a beautiful black. There we go. Look how stunning this is. You want to keep it moving so that you do not burn the paper, okay? You're just going to tilt this around, see if there's any spaces I didn't get. I think I got them all. Okay, so I'm going to let that cool while I clean my stamp. So I'm going to clean my stamp. I'm going to spray my cloth. All right. And just get my stamp clean. Now, like I said, it has a permanent quality to it. The ink does, right? So that's why you're seeing, look at it, cleans up everything. It's so nice. So the hybrid ink is going to leave some color behind. So it's going to, you know, have a little bit of a permanent color on your stamps. And that's okay. At least it is for me. I don't mind it. When I'm dealing with, you know, photopolymer stamps, you see right through them. So I actually prefer having a little bit of color on my stamps because it helps me to see that pattern, you know, where the image is a little bit better, rather than when it's, you know, brand new and fresh and so clear that you can't even see the image.
Sharon is asking you if you clean your stamps before you use them.
I do not clean my stamps before I use them. Like, for example, you're going to see me use this sentiment. What I will do, I don't clean it first, but what I will do is lay it down and I will brush over it like this, just to,
That's cleaning it.
Well, it's not cleaning. I thought
Yeah,
you meant with the cleaner.
Yeah.
So I go over it like this just to remove any you know, excess chemicals from manufacturing, and it also helps to, you know, to try and catch any of the little, I don't know what you call them, little extra little tabs that are sometimes there of photopolymer. So you can get those as well, because those can, you know, can kind of mess up your stamping a little bit sometimes if you don't clear those off first. So, okay, so here we have the beautiful, gorgeous flower. And now we're going to get the stencils out. So, let's see. Whoopsie.
What happened?
I'm making a mess. I'm just making a mess, that's all. I'm being anal. I'm like trying to clear some of the spot at this place because it just gets to be too much. And so I'm just being a little anal. I'm so sorry. Okay. Clean up on aisle 4. Okay. Oh, Sharon, did I miss any quiz questions? No, you did not. Okay, well, I've got a quiz question. I do have one. Does anybody who knows, and people might want to look this one up, what city in Pennsylvania is QVC headquarters?
Oh. Did you say that yet?
No, I didn't say it yet. That's why people might, this is like everybody has a chance for this. You're going to get a $10 gift certificate. So people might have to look this one up. I'm looking to see if anybody's got it. Look on your phones, hurry up. QVC. Oh God, I hope that that's not the one Westchester, that's the one right there, Westchester. Wendy Howland Gift got it. Wendy Howland Gift got it, Westchester. Whew! Congratulations, Wendy. You are today's winner. And what did you win? You won a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative, so you can shop and get some of your favorite things. So if you would please do me a favor and send a message to customer service at ldrscreative.com. Let me know that you guessed Westchester, and we will get a discount code out to you right away. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to work to align this. So for those of you, let me talk to you about our stencils, for those of you that might be new. So on our stencils, let me move this kind of here. See that little one in the bottom right corner? That's how I know it's number 1. And then obviously you can see the flowers here. So if you look on the back of the packaging, you will see what stencil 1 looks like. Now, when we get to stencil 2, you're going to see the 2 in the bottom right corner there, right? Now if I angle this, let me see, maybe I can put it here. If I go like this, all right? Now you can see some extra lines. See these extra lines here where it's not cut out? Those are alignment guides. And when you look at the packaging insert, those alignment guides are going to show up in gray. It'll be easier for you to see in person, but those alignment guides show up in gray. And that's what you're going to line up with what you stenciled on your first stencil, okay? And then so on and so on with subsequent stencils. So I'm going to go ahead and line up my first stencil. These are so easy to line up. It's quite cool. There we go. Now, the way that we've done this one, there might be some little areas that you notice that don't get color. And that is intentional. We almost left like little highlights in it for you. I'm going to get an extra little piece of paper right here so that I can get these little areas up above my stencil. And let me grab another one. I've got another piece here just to get kind of on the side here. So in case I go off, then I don't get it on, you know, the card where I don't want it. All right, and I'm going to put another magnet. The magnets come with your glass mat. All right. What's wrong, Alan?
Nothing.
Okay.
Sorry.
So now this is Pink Tutu. I'm going to go off a little bit here first, and then I'm just going to do some kind of light color blending. Now this Pink Tutu is a fairly light color, very light pink, and I don't want to go really dark on this, so I'm doing a very light hand as I'm inking, so that my first color is going to be fairly light. And from the bottom, I'm just going to get some extra color, working the way up. I'm literally just tilting my brush like so. Okay. Little circles just to get the initial color down. And then I'm going to work extra color, kind of going up from the bottom. There we go. Very, very gently making circles. And then from the bottom, I like to do it really gently so that some of the petals almost look like they have little white tips at the top, because I think that's really pretty. So that's all I'm going to do with this first color. That's Pink Tutu. And then I'm going to bring in Tickled Pink. And now I'm going to move this stencil. I'm going to give this a quick little wipe, because if I don't, I will get this ink that's on it somewhere that I don't want it. How do I know that? Because I've done it. All right, so now I'm going to line everything up once again. This is stencil number 2. There we go. I'm going to come in and just get this little edge here so I don't go off on my card. I'm putting it underneath my stencil so it doesn't go off on the card. There we go. And now I've got tickled pink. Oops, wrong brush. All right, this one's going to be a little darker. Go off first so that we get some of that excess off of there. And I'm going to not go, I don't want to go too hard. Again, I want it darker at the bottom. Circles first, and then I'm going to brush up from the bottom so that the very bottom is a little bit darker. I'm going to do circles first. I'm not even dipping into the ink right now because I know I have excess ink on this brush in the darker color. Okay, and then again, just kind of rotating up from the bottom so that it's all just a little bit darker. I'll go here. I'm going very gently in circles, just so it darkens just ever so slightly. I don't want it to be real dramatic. And then brushing up from the bottom, just to kind of get some little bit of shadow at the bottom of some of those areas. And then hopefully, oh, Alan, I don't have questions or comments or anything. What are you doing?
No, I'm working again, I'm sorry.
Why are you working? Alan, thank you.
Is it there?
Yes. You can't do that.
Apparently not.
No, I thought we learned that the other day. And you know what? I still feel like I went a little too dark. I'm going to come back in with my lighter pink and add some of that in just a little bit. Because I feel like I went too dark still with the color, with the second color. Darker than I wanted. Or you know what I'll do? I'm actually going to go back over just gently with tickled pink on the whole thing, I think. This is where I play. Did I do what I wanted? I think I went a little bit too dark. Just for what I want to do. So I'm actually going to, I think, no, I'm going to do the other one. I'm afraid if I go tickled pink, it's going to be too much. So I'm going to go with pink tutu and just darken up that pink tutu a little bit, just to bring the colors a little more closer together, because I went really light with one and then I ended up going a little bit darker than with the other one. So this way they'll kind of blend in a little bit more. There we go, just kind of bring them together. I'm going to grab some of that tickled pink also, just to bring that up in. So this is tickled pink going over, just so that it's not quite so different. And I think that I like that a little bit better. So don't be afraid to play with the colors. Okay? It's okay. Even though you've done stencil number 1 and stencil number 2, you can go back to stencil number 1. So yeah, so I like that. That looks so, so pretty. I think that looks really nice. Okay. I'm actually going to bring in, this is a little Copic marker. Just some areas here where I think I may have brushed a little too hard on the embossing powder. That's it. They look good now. Okay. I just felt like I was missing, like I may have rubbed some of it off because I was rubbing too hard. That happens. Okay. Let's see, what else? Now we have to get these gorgeous leaves. Aren't those so pretty? Gosh, they're so lovely. I just think they're gorgeous. Oh, this is what I was talking about though. See right here where it doesn't catch? That's like there's little bits. You'll see it here. There's a little bit up here, a little bit over here. You're going to see it on the leaves as well. There are little areas where we left almost like little highlights. There we go. And I just want you to know that they're intentional. So don't worry. Now here you can add color in the center there if you want. I'm not going to. I am going to put this over here, just so I don't get green on my card. And I'm going to move this down. There we go. And so the green is olive branch. And I'm going to brush this off on my little card here. I'm going to go in circles first. This olive branch is my favorite green. I love it. And now I'm going to flick up from underneath in some of these areas, so the bottom side of some of these petals or leaves might be a little bit darker on the edges. It just adds a little bit of contrast, drama to them. There we go. Look how pretty. Yay. It's gorgeous, George. Wipe my stencil. Get my little scrap paper out of here. All right, so I've got stencil 1, stencil 2, stencil 3. Oops, I just bent my stencil, so I just did it with my hand. You can always bend it back, just be careful with it. Some of those little sharp points there, those little edges. Let me put my stencils away. Now, I can certainly go back and clean these more with my cleaner, which I probably won't do unless I decide to do a different color on the flowers, but for some reason my go-to is always pink. I don't know why. It just is. I love it. And what's funny is I didn't even used to like pink at all. And now I really like pink. So this is going to go just like this. So now, got my cutting plates. Be nice. Yeah, Kathy, I feel the same way. I love the stencils too. They do spoil you, but they make the coloring so much faster. I'm going to move this over so that it's right on the edge. And it gives me a little more space here. Let me check and see if that's still going to work. And it does. I'm just laying my sentiment there to make sure it's going to have enough room. Now, I'm going to angle this on my plate so that that hard edge is not going through all at once. It's just going to take like that corner instead first. And I'm going to give this to Alan, and he's going to run that through. So he's going to crank that through the machine for me.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's see how we did. Let's see if Mr. Hunt did a good job die cutting. He's an awesome die cutter. I tell him that all the time. That way I make sure that he will always die cut for me. pretty. Ah! Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So, before I move on, I'm going to get the sentiment on here. Where did my heat gun go?
I put it away. Do you need it?
Yeah, why did you put it away? He's cleaning up before he's supposed to.
We're done.
Nope, I got to do the sentiment. Oops. So, because I've embossed the flower, I am going to emboss the sentiment. And I'm going to do it in black. There we go. It sounds like my husband. He's always putting stuff away, and I'm not done with it. Well,
Sounds
to
like
be
my wife.
to be perfectly honest with you, my husband rarely puts stuff away. So I don't know what's gotten into him today.
Trying to be helpful.
He's trying, and I appreciate it. Okay, so this one says nothing compares to you. I think that's so pretty. Who sang that song? Who sang the song for a $10 gift certificate? Who sang that song? Nothing compares to you. Come on. First one. No, we didn't do it. I said it earlier. Come on. Who is it? Who sang Nothing Compares to You? Come on, everyone. Come on. I'm afraid to look away. Sinead O'Connor, Tony A got it. Tony, you won. Congratulations. You won a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. I need you to please send an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com, and we will get that sent off to you quickly. Congratulations. Did it look like somebody, Sinead? What? Oh, Renee? Is that her middle name? What's her name? Renee? Middle name? I don't know. Okay. All right, so stamping once.
We got all kinds of spellings.
Stamping once. Stamping twice. It was Sinead O'Connor.
We got Shania.
We got Shania,
We got
yeah.
Signs. We got
Hey,
Lanier,
you know what? It's all good.
We got Sydney.
Okay. Look how gorgeous. Ah. I'm going to cover up. I always get this all closed up because I do not want to make a mess. And I will make a mess if I don't get that covered up. Okay. Congratulations, Tony. All right, so I'm going to heat this up. And now we're going to emboss. Now, the reason I didn't do this earlier with the sentiment was I wanted to do it once I die cut so that I knew exactly how much space I had and where I could place it. So that's why I did it last. All right. All right. Clean some of this up here. Okay. Oh, Amy says Prince, nothing compares to you. Now, Prince is the one who wrote it. But Sinead O'Connor is the one who had the hit with it. She's the one who sang it. There we go. I'll put this away later so you guys don't have to sit there while I do more cleanup. Okay, so this is my 5x7 card. And this is going to go like this. Look how pretty that is with that in the background. Do you like that, Alan?
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's really pretty. And we're going to balance it with 5x7. So we're going to cut this to 5x7. All right. Now this is an 8.5 inch long. I need to go to 7, so that means I need to trim 1.5 inches. So look at that. As long as I don't have fractions right now, I can do math. Okay. Let's see.
You should make a device that fixes that.
I know, shouldn't I though? I think a new blade would fix that. Just make sure that everything's going to fit. Make sure I cut things properly. And it does not look like I did.
What's wrong with it?
It's a little bit wider than it is tall. That bothers me. All right.
Cut off.
I'm going to cut off a teeny tiny little 1/16 of an inch off of this, and hopefully that's going to be okay. And it's hopefully not going to ruin, I'm afraid it's going to ruin what I'm doing, but we'll see. There we go. And it did, it kind of ruined it down here just a wee bit. It's okay. You can see where it grabbed just a tiny little bit right there. Oh, actually, if I just push that down, it's all right. Good. Okay, so this is going to go right here, and I think that is so much better now. I'm much happier. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, we have a whole discussion going on. We have a whole discussion going on with the song.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm responding.
What are you doing? All right, let's see. There we go. That looks cool. I'm very happy with that. I also need another, this is going to be a 5x7 card base. I'm going to put some foil behind, or not foil, what is it called? Foam behind that, but I need to trim this down so I can have an actual card base that's 5x7. So I need to cut this to 10 inches, and I have 11, so I need to just trim 1 inch off. I really need my other,
You want the other one that doesn't cut?
yeah, I need the other one.
The other one that doesn't cut?
Yes, please. So I'm just going to do a card base, but I need the other, the larger paper trimmer.
Do you want to move the blade over?
No, no.
I got a new blade.
It's okay. Oops, not 5, 7.
Are you sure?
Oh, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I actually cut this. It's not great, but it'll work. It'll work.
Why fix
Here,
it?
Alan.
Why fix it?
Why fix it? Okay, so now we're going to see how well I cut this. We're going to do 5 inches. Actually, it's perfect. At the 5. See how well I did. I tell you, I don't make a lot of 5x7 cards, so this doesn't come as naturally to me as an A2 card base would. It sure is nice having this larger card. I like it. It's really pretty. Okay. All right. What are you doing, Alan?
Nothing.
What are you doing? You're not making enemies, are you? Are you being nice?
We're making fun of you.
You're making fun of me? Why are you making fun of me?
Why would I be mean to someone else? I can be.
I'm
mean
the
to you.
nicest person you know.
Okay.
I am.
All right. From now on, we need to ask the questions prefixed with, what does Angie think the answer is? Just for fun.
What are you
It's
saying?
always relative to what's in your head, not necessarily what the true answer is.
You know what? I try and give away so many things each night,
I know, I'm just kidding.
and you're giving me grief?
I'm not giving you grief. I'm just having fun at your expense. We all
Okay.
are.
Okay, here's a quiz.
Oh, man.
Since the beginning of craft class time, has there been an evening
Oh,
that any of you know of? This is a yes or no answer. Has there been an evening that any of you know of?
what's the prize?
The prize is I'm going to give away 3 more $10 gift certificates. Has there been an evening that any of you know of that Alan has not made fun of me? I know the answer. First 3 people to get it.
Are you looking for
Come
dates?
on.
Are you looking for dates?
Joyce Fanu, I don't know how to do it. I'm so sorry. Joyce got her. She's the first one. Wait, Joyce, Myrna, and Wendy Holland. Joyce, Myrna, Cologne, Cullen, and Wendy Holland gift. You are the. Look, everybody knows the answer.
Linda
So
got the right answer, though.
all 3 of you, I need you to please send an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com and let me know.
Anybody who thinks they're
Here's what I want you to say. Alan makes fun of you all the time. Okay?
We got a probably not.
And I will send you a $10 gift certificate to ldrscreative.com. Just because y'all had my back tonight. At least in that moment.
I got a lot of yeses here. Thank you for all the yeses.
I don't see a single yes.
There's a lot of yeses.
Poor Alan, Linda says. Poor Alan.
See?
Mary Ellen is asking, is the gray heart background stamped or paper? That's an excellent question. It is actually letterpressed. So I used our heart mix press and foil plate. So you can letterpress with it, and you can also hot foil with it. So that's what I did. I actually letterpressed with it. So it has texture back there too. It's actually like pressed into the paper. But if you don't have a better press and you have something like a glimmer machine, then you can hot foil with this plate as well. So it is a press and foil plate, so it does both. Okay? It's also larger than a 5x7. Look how pretty that is. I think it's really beautiful. I like it. And I'm going to put a few little gems on here, just because Alan's been so mean to me, and I know he wants me to be done. I I know, I know, I know. I know that man so well. So I think I'm going to put one here. One here. Put a smaller little one here maybe. And then I'm going to put a larger one over here. I think those will be pretty, just 3. All right. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Let's move this over. Little dab will do ya. You guys have heard me say that before. Okay. Oops. There we go. 2. Then one more. Oh, oopsie. Let's get that off of there. Hold on. Can I reach across? I got something here. I put way too much. All right, the glue was just coming out too fast. Little dot of glue right there, just a little bit. There we go. Pretty. I like it. And I really like how the pinks blended a little bit more together. I think it's really pretty. So it's still, you know, it's got a little bit of dimension to it because I popped that up on foam. I've only got it up on like, I don't know, it's like a 1/16 of an inch of foam. If you wanted to double that up and do an 1/8 of an inch, you certainly can. But this way it's still kind of flat. And so it'll actually, you know, you can mail it really easily. And I think that I might now mail this to somebody else. So, hey, Alan, he's not even listening. Oh boy. All righty, cool. I really like it. I think it came out really pretty. All right, Mr. Hunt.
What? You all fluffed?
Yeah. All righty. I'm really happy with that. I think it came out really pretty. I really do. I love it. I think it's just beautiful. 5x7 cards are really nice, and it gives you a lot of space on the inside, you know, for your note as well, anything that you want to write. So super pretty. So thank you guys for joining tonight. I had fun. You know, thank you for putting up with, I would say with me and Alan, but thank you for putting up with Alan. Oh, it's fun. It's all in fun. We actually tease each other all the time. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. Thanks for hanging out with us, you know, extra special late tonight. We truly appreciate it. Congratulations to all the winners. Please don't forget to send us, you know, send us an email to customer service. It's the only way that I will have your email and so that I can send you your gift certificates. All right? So wishing you guys all a fantastic evening. Have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I think we're back next week. I think so. I don't think I fly out till Friday.
All right.
So, but yeah, we will let you know for certain. We will be getting it all scheduled for you if we're going to be live next week. I just can't remember if I fly out on Thursday or Friday. So anyway, have a great night, fantastic weekend. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye, everybody.